I'm Princess Tsakani Mkambule, a mother of 4, and author of the upcoming book, From the Bedroom to the Boardroom. The subtitle is How Women Can Be Powerful and Win Anywhere. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been in business for more than 20 years. I've got a holding company with 7 subsidiaries. I'm a motivational speaker. I speak to women all over the country, even outside the country. As an avid reader of motivational books and books that are written for women by women, I became aware that in South Africa, we do not have literature in that regard, which means that women are dependent on examples or stories as told by women who are outside this country. I could not ignore that nudge that we need to do something about it. So I set about to collect information that we can put together and synthesize. Because the biggest challenge that all women have is to balance work and home, hence the title. Up to date, I've interviewed 21 highly successful women in South Africa. These remarkable women include 4 of them are in the top 10 lists of the richest women in South Africa. I've interviewed Wendy Applebaum, who is currently the richest woman in South Africa. I've interviewed Wendy Ackerman. I've interviewed Carol Boyce, who has a range of luxury items that are sold all over the world. I've interviewed Jenna Clifford, who has her own range of clothing that is sold all over the country. Other women that I've interviewed include Dr. Namani Mahau, who is an HR specialist and she sits on many boards in the country. Dr. Julie Dlamini, who is currently the 4th richest woman in South Africa. I've interviewed Joan Jove, who was the first woman in South Africa to be in IT. Margaret Hash, I've interviewed as well. She owns and runs the Hash chain of shops, which are all over the country. And many other amazing women. So in the book, we'll be sharing real stories of how these women try and achieve some harmony in terms of their work life and home life. What's the secret of them succeeding to reach the heights that they have reached whilst they are holding their families together? We'll also share their success stories, their setbacks, and how they bounce back from failure, and generally the tips that every woman can learn from. Because every woman, whether you're a mother or you're single or you're young or you're old, we all want the same thing. We all want to have happy families. At the same time, we want to be successful financially. So in this book as well, we'll be sharing the many mistakes that we do as women in terms of relationships and in terms of money. So there's a list of the mistakes that you should avoid, and at the same time, there are plenty of tips on how you can make money, at the same time how you can raise your kids so that we are able to leave a legacy to the future generations. We owe that to the world. Thank you.